about some tips for how to create more time. Actually, we're going to talk about things that you can add into your schedule that make you feel like you have more time. And I know when you hear me say that, you're thinking, Emmy, have you seen my schedule? How could I possibly fit anything else in? My schedule is already completely overloaded. I don't have enough time. The reality is we all have the same amount of time. We all have 86,400 seconds in our day. No more, no less. Some people are just better at getting more done in less time. And these tips that we're going to talk about, these don't actually create more time, but they do make you feel like you have more time. A lot of our clients, after working with them on their schedule, after teaching them how to add these things in, a lot of our clients will say, gosh, I feel so much freedom. I used to feel like I was completely behind the 8 ball. Now I feel like I'm getting it all done. By following these tips, by using these suggestions, it really will give you a lot of freedom. It really will make you feel like you have more time. The first thing that we're going to talk about you adding into your schedule is planning time. Out of all the top producers that I know, the most successful people out there planning time into their schedule. Most top producers put an hour or 2 of planning time into their schedule on Sunday afternoon. You can do it on a different day of the week. You can do it on Friday afternoon. You can do it Saturday morning. A lot of times Monday morning is a little bit too late, but you want to take the time to plan. And what you do during this time isn't just planning a to-do list. That's about as far as what most people do. They make their to-do list. But top producers, what they do during planning time is actually take their to-do list and they find a home in their schedule for every activity that they need to get done. So they literally map out their entire week on Sunday night. Top producers also build in planning time, usually about a half an hour at the end of every day of the week. Planning time is the first thing to add in. The second thing is email time. If you're checking email all day long, then you are a slave to it. You are completely reactionary. If you check your email first thing in the morning, then you start off reacting. You start your day off that way. And usually, as soon as we get 3 emails out, we have 9 more that come back in our inbox. So set a time during the day or multiple times during the day where you check your email, but only at those times. Top producers also plan in flex time. Flex time is time to solve problems. Below average producers or people who are always stressed out are running around ragged, solving problems, putting out fires, but people who are highly successful, people that feel freedom and balance, they plan in time to be reactionary. They plan in time to return those calls. Another thing to plan into your schedule is exercise. When you feel good, when you have more energy and your attitude is better, and you can get a whole lot more done. Plan in a date night. A lot of times people take breaks whenever they feel like it. If you take breaks whenever you feel like it, people most feel like a break whenever they're frustrated or they're overwhelmed or they're mad or they're not feeling successful. If we have planned breaks instead of taking breaks whenever we feel like it, then our breaks become a reward and not a crutch. Other things to plan in are spiritual time, education. When we're growing and learning, we feel more productive, we feel happier. We should plan in our prospecting time. During our prospecting time, we should work them like golden hours. In other words, you need to have everybody ready in a queue to call where you can just dial. You can stand up for that entire hour or 2 hours. You also should have a note on your door saying no interruptions. You should take your bathroom break and your food break beforehand. Do not take any incoming calls unless it's someone trying to book an appointment with you. But treat those like gold. Another thing to plan into your schedule is actually your market research time. Many times we set time to set appointments, We plan out, I'm going to time block these hours to set appointments, but when that time comes, we don't know who we're going to call. So we need to have time in our schedule to actually do market research and prospect and identify leads, so that way we can call those leads during the appointment setting time that we have in our schedule. These are several things that if you actually add them into your schedule, it will make you feel like you have a whole heck of a lot more time.